Almost every other week, it seems there's a new scam variant to be on guard for. Why is it so hard to catch and root out these scammers?
They tend to operate from overseas, and the way they operate, they tend to move money or transfer money across different bank accounts, and within a short period of time they tend to transfer the money outside. And once the money is transferred overseas, it's quite challenging for us to track and recover the money because much of it depends on our level of cooperation with our international counterparts.
So what are the most common types of scams?
Job scams, e-commerce scams, and fake friend call. So they may receive a message and then they may receive a job offer, and this job offer may be in a form of earning commissions by boosting the popularity of certain online shop. The catch is that people will have to put in some of their own money first before they can participate in this job. Over time, they'll be asked to put in increasingly a larger amount of money in order to earn the commissions. They realize that there are scams when they don't receive the commission and they don't get their money back. So e-commerce scams, what they do is they will post enticing offers online. People approach scammers wanting to buy their products or wanting to engage them for services. What we have seen last year is that the scammers would ask the victims to download certain types of apps. And the purpose of doing so is so that victims can make their reservations, their booking, or make the payment through these apps. Fake friend call is a really strange one. It really involves victims receiving a call out of the blue. Hey, hello, do you remember me? And the victims just have to guess. So whatever names that the victims come up with, scammers will just take on their identity and say, yeah, that's me.
What is it about the nature of life now that there seems to be so many scams?
One, it's an increasing rate of digitalization in Singapore as well. Scammers have seen opportunities to exploit certain loopholes that may have been in place in the digitalization process. Second, it's while our population is familiar with digital technology, I would say they're not exactly as digitally mature. I think the third reason is really this increasing awareness of scams. There may be more reports as well, and there's more media coverage and so on and so forth. So in general, people are more aware.
With so much media coverage, you might be wondering, why do people still fall for scams? And even worse, they might not believe you when told they might be getting scammed.
Scammers may approach and use fear tactics. At the same time, they present themselves as trying to help you to get out of trouble. And oftentimes, after a few instances, over a period of time, there's a relationship that's being built between the scammer and their victim. It is very real for the victim because of the interaction with the scammers and the trust that's being built. It may be challenging for victims, especially elderly victims, to realize that they're being scammed. So I would suggest, if you're concerned that your parent may be a victim of a certain type of scams, be gentle about it, highlight where you're coming from, and next, express your concerns saying, I'm concerned, I've seen certain instances from the news, or I know of certain types of scams, and this seems to be how it's working. I'm worried about you. Could this be a scam? So take a gentle approach rather than upfront saying that, hey, this is a scam, you should stop it.
But it's not just the elderly who fall for scams. According to police, it's people from all walks of life, even the youth.
Our youth spend a large part of their lives online. It's a bit like riding a bicycle. As you're very used to riding a bicycle, at times may not be as alert, at times may be overconfident in your abilities to stay safe, and this actually contributes to increasing your likelihood of falling prey to scams. The more that you are online, the more confident you are, there's a higher chance that you might not be as alert sometimes, and you may be less likely to take precautions as well.
Aside from not clicking on suspicious links and installing things like Scam Shield app on your phone, what's the best way to protect yourself?
Stop and take a moment to check, especially in situations where you're unsure. You can check with official sources like the Scam Alert website, the Scam Shield chatbot, but also check with someone you trust. Take a moment, stop, slow down, check with someone you trust.